Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Ian's on his way. Oh, speak of the devil. Good morning, sir.
Morning, mate. We made it on time this morning. Look, I'm still about 4 minutes late, am I? How the devil are you, Mr. Butch?
I am doing well. I am doing well.
What colour you got on today? You didn't have the
Oh.
same colour as me yesterday.
I have a different camera on, so I am actually wearing red because I don't have a purple shirt or lavender.
Oh, you're wearing red.
Yeah. Let me switch cameras around. Oops.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that Clint Eastwood film? What was it called? It might have been Hamburger Hill or something. And he played an instructor, and he said to the team, "You've got to wear the same coloured shirt as me," but he wouldn't tell them what colours he wore on what days. They had to work it out for themselves. Do you remember seeing that? Hello, everybody. Nice to see whoever's in here. So I've got that. Let's put that behind us. Let's see what it is. For me notes, please. That back a bit. That's it. That's it. Nice. I do like that intro. That's it, sort of. Yay. And the penny and the halfpenny are now live. So those 1967s we've been working on all week, they are live. They are today's.
Everything's live now.
Yeah. So those two, the Golden Hind one and the halfpenny and the Britannia penny. That's it. They're both now live. So we have them up, which is great. Today is Thursday. And yeah.
I guess if I had thought about it, I could have put them both on the same screen. That's all right.
Very important. I've got to say, very important to talk about, right? As well as the halfpenny, I want to start us off with Butch. You know yesterday's video. You know this competition we're doing every day with the
rollover.
Yeah, the rollover. So, with the rollover, the deal is that you have to comment on yesterday's video, and then at the end of this stream, Butch will pull a winner from yesterday's comments. So there's a couple of rules to this. One rule: can you make sure you go and put a comment on it, Butch?
I did.
You did. Oh, cool.
Oh, I will right now. Let me go double check.
I didn't see you on there, so can you put a comment on there? Yeah. So there's a couple of important rules, right? We're going to keep it as simple as possible, but there's going to be a couple of rules for this rollover competition. Number one, when we pull the draw and we pull a winner, that winner has got 60 seconds by my watch to come forward and go, "That was me," and we will give them the points immediately. Another rule is that person that wins and says, "That was me," they must be a member. If someone goes, "I've won, oh, I'm not a member, but I'll join now," no, you should have been a member yesterday. So if you win and you're not a member already, so there'll be none of this, "Oh, well, no, I'll join right now." No, there won't be none of that. You've got to be a member already. As long as you're a member already, you get the prize. So you have to be online and you have to be a member. Now, I'm going to be completely honest about something that I'm going to do, right? I'm going to manipulate a little bit this competition because what's good for us is the same as what's good for the national lottery, whether that be America or England or whatever. The more rollovers you get, suddenly you've got a lot more people that are interested, and they all, because it's a big prize. And it'll be the same for us. We get to a point where we've got 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000 points on offer on the rollovers. You're going to end up with hundreds of comments, and they're going to end up with 100 people live and all the rest of it. And that's what we want. So, in order, do what, Butch?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying hi. Hi to She Digs.
Hello, She Digs. So, in order to sort of fairly manipulate it a little bit, what we're going to do is Butch and Logan and Kelly and me and John, we can all comment. It's in the rules now because I'm putting it in the rules. We can all comment, but none of us are allowed to win the prize. Right? So think of it as a wheel, and you've got a couple of spots on that wheel where you can't win on that day. So if I get pulled out as a winner, or Butch or Logan or Kelly or John gets pulled out as a winner, we're not allowed to have the prize. It becomes an automatic rollover. Right? So we could still get pulled as a winner, but if we get pulled as a winner, and no matter how many points it is, it's an automatic rollover to the next day. That's what we're going to do. And then that way, it gives us a chance of having a couple of blanks, which is us, on the wheel, where you can't win, and it will be rolled over to the next day. So that we create some rollovers.
Oh, so we're not going to re-pick. If one of us gets picked, that's the pick of the day, and we just move on.
That's it. We just move on. It's a rollover today because Butch won, and Butch ain't allowed to have it, so it's a rollover.
I see.
Or Ian won, and Ian ain't allowed to have it, so it's a rollover. Right?
That works for me.
Yeah, that way we can still comment on it.
Cool.
And that gives us a little, because for us, if we win, the buzz for us will be, yes, we've got a rollover. Because when you get rolled over and rolled over and rolled over, people are going to get more and more interested.
Cool.
And want to come in and win the points.
You can make it a little more interesting.
Yeah. So what's that you're messing about with? So
that would be a gram of pure silver.
Is that a gram of silver?
3 9s.
That's nice. Is that expensive? I don't know what the rates of silver and gold and all that.
No worries. This is it on top of a 50p.
Oh wow, that is small.
It's tiny.
That really is small.
It retails for about $1.50 American, so probably less than $1 in pounds.
Oh wow.
And I got myself playing in the background. They're not expensive, but they're cool.
Yeah, it's cool thing to have, isn't it? That's a cool thing to have, really.
So I thought we'd do it as a giveaway.
Oh, cool. That'd be nice. I'm sure everybody wants to win a
chunk of silver.
A little bit of silver, yeah, especially something that's thingy like that. Oh, I haven't put me.
So I'm going to add that to the end of stream giveaway.
Okay, so whoever wins it today will get the 2,000 points plus that bit of silver.
Yep.
Okay. And if there isn't anybody to claim it within 60 seconds, then it will go over to tomorrow.
It'll roll over till tomorrow.
Roll over till tomorrow. Right.
We might have tomorrow. It'll roll over
till tomorrow. Whoops. Let me just have a quick hello to people. Matt C. Good morning, Matt. Nice to see you. Chris Dyer. Chris says, morning, Del Boy, Rodney, and the rest of the pirates. Have you started watching Only Fools and Horses yet, Butch?
I haven't.
Mate.
I don't have the time yet. I have it written down.
It's one to watch with the family. It's a family one. There's no bad language in it, nothing like that. And the kids and the wife and that will love it.
Then why watch it?
Oh, because
no, I'm joking. I'll have to look into it tonight.
Hello, you'll love it. Trust me.
But I heard you say Doughboy.
Try and watch it from episode 1. Right.
Did you say Doughboy?
Yeah, and Del Boy is the main. You've got Del Boy and Rodney are the main characters. Oh. Del Boy, Rodney, and in the first series it's Grandad. So you got
one of the guys I was telling you about that makes rings. His name is Doughboy. I thought he was in chat.
Oh, I see. Hello, Danielle. Disney. Hello, Disney. Tracy. Hello, Tracy. Who else we got? Aaron. Hello, Aaron.
Good morning, Ron.
Morning, Ron. Judith, she's here with us. Katie, this is great. Jeff. And Ailey. Hello, Ailey. And who else we got here? Cool, there's lots and lots. A1, hello Ian. That's everybody. Now, Jeff Coins. Jeff Coins. We have a bit of an issue from time to time where some of the people that don't like us very much tend to sort of use somebody else's name, right? And I know that rings a bell with me, Jeff Coins. I've just deleted and even blocked someone with a very similar name to that because I was not happy at some of the comments they were leaving on the videos. And, I'm seeing you commenting now, and the way that you write in your comments now doesn't seem to me like it's the same person, if you see what I mean. So I'm just letting you know that. You sort of get a vibe on people talk the way that they talk. They write the way that they write. And it doesn't matter what name they choose. You can sort of see it's the same person sometimes. But, I know because I definitely have deleted some Jeff Coins comments recently because I was not happy at the way those comments came across. And I don't think it was you somehow. Something tells me that weren't you. So, just letting you know that. Not that you can do anything about it, because that's it. You can't do anything about someone. That's the trouble, isn't it? You can't do anything about someone having whatever username and name they want.
I don't think it was him. We've got a couple of friends that are named Jeff. That are from the old time, but
yeah, it sticks in my mind because of the double.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jeff Coins instead of Jeff Coins. See what I mean? Like his name there, we're looking at Jeff Coins.
Yeah.
Right. So if it had just been Jeff Coins, probably wouldn't even stick in my mind. But because it's like seeing someone's name with Ian or Butch.
It sticks in.
Yeah.
Cool. What is
I just got a text from someone that says such rubbish. But of course, it's one of those that, it's one of those people that I get hassled with a lot. Oh, look, by accident, I seem to have made their phone number public. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, well.
So I don't want to block them and all. How do you block? Block. There you go. Block this caller. Thank you very much. Go and buy yourself another phone. Because you won't be able to contact me on that one. But whoops-a-daisies, I seem to have accidentally put whoever that nasty, horrible person was, because that's not the only text they've sent me. They've sent me some other texts as well, which you probably won't want me to show you. And this is daytime TV, so we won't put them on there. But oops, daisies, never mind. What else was I going to ask you about? Oh, yes. Now that reminds me, Butch. Yes. I'm getting excited about this Patreon. I'm getting really excited. I'm not understanding the Discord business. We've got our own Discords and all that now. I don't understand it. Butch is the guru. But we're all trusting him that he knows what he's doing. So we've got Discord service set up somehow, some way. And also we've got the Patreon set up now. What's really cool about this Patreon that I do understand, this is something I do understand, right? That works in my brain. Pardon me. We have the facility to be able to do a video like this, a video show like this, but all the numpties can't see it. It only goes out to a few people, the people within Patreon. So it really is a good idea to, and we're going to make it a good idea to make it worth your while, to give us a minimum of $3 a month. Sign up for the minimum, $3 a month. What's that? £2.40, £2, £2.50. Which is showing it right now. And if you sign up for the minimum one, $3 a month, you're going to get access to private shows. And in those private shows, we will also have giveaways. So for example, in the next show, every show that we do, there's going to be, we're going to do the same thing. We'll do a rollover thing and we'll offer not 2,000 points, but every show we do, we'll offer 5,000 points. Now, maybe we'll start off with once a week. Not too sure how we're going to do this yet. I've got to talk with Butch, negotiate with Butch. But I was thinking, Butch, we could perhaps do, start off with 1 day a week, a 2-hour show live at your convenience, obviously.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
That's what I'm planning to start with. Now, it's only going to build from there. It's only going to be more from there. But what I'm going to do is I will talk to Butch and arrange with Butch how we're going to do start off. Maybe even we could start it off tomorrow, which would be really cool, like on a Friday afternoon or something like that. But we're picking afternoon. We've got to fit in with Butch because the time difference, and he's already up his time. To come on here at 11 o'clock, he's already up at about 3 o'clock in the morning, putting together part of the show, because it's 4 o'clock in the morning there now, or 20 past 4 in the morning there now.
Yeah.
So we have to
play today. It was 3:30.
3:30 now.
My bed was really comfortable today. No, it was 3:30 when I woke up today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you was had a crash out. You've been doing an awful lot lately. So this is what we're going to do.
Plenty of sleep.
You get plenty.
Yep. I get naps too. So.
Well, the body only needs 4 hours, 5 hours of sleep a night, according to a doctor, a friend of mine once. 5 hours of sleep a night.
Well, I always thought you needed 8 hours. I thought 8 hours was important.
Yeah, no, 5 hours. 8 hours is important.
If 2 people each get 8 hours, then I think that's a good night's sleep.
8 hours is important for.
So 2 people would get 8 hours each would be okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna spill your tea.
Yeah, no, I just need a little shelf to put it on.
I'm afraid to shake my desk; it might knock over.
I mean, some people are going to probably think I've orchestrated it so that the cup is in line with the TV all the time. I just need it comfortable for me.
There you go.
A certain distance.
The table will make the tea go cold quicker, so you have to insulate it.
It has to be insulated and on a cushion.
Exactly.
You see?
That's what Ian said.
Jeff Coynes is thankful that we're giving him that information because he's had somebody use his name before trying to sell motorbikes and stuff. We had in 10 minutes one Sunday morning at 11 o'clock one Sunday morning, we had 16,000 items uploaded onto our eBay account. 16,000, everything you could think of, motorbikes, TVs, cameras, the lot. All from somebody that hacked in and they just uploaded it. And yeah, it was all
You know how much of a pain it is to upload that much?
Well, it is. It's if you got it all on an Excel, if you got it all on an Excel or something like that.
Yep.
Spreadsheet, that's the word. You can literally see, like Katie, you can literally upload that kind of quantity of items, and you know that's 16,000 listings, but you've got like 10 available.
20 cents each.
You know, but they can upload that in like 2 minutes. So yeah, it does happen. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do private shows. Is what we're going to do, and we're going to do private shows and on the Patreon, right? And we're going to do better giveaways. Now, at the moment, this is why it's going to make it worth. We've got to make it worth your while to support us monthly, and it's got to be worth our while, obviously, because we want a monthly support. So we're going to start off with one show a week, and in that show, we're going to give away 5,000 points. At the moment, we have 3 people.
That's not what I wanted. Ah.
At the moment, we've got 3 people because we only started this yesterday. So if we do get a show up and running tomorrow, one of those people will win 5,000 points. Obviously, the less people that are in there, the more they're going to win it between them. The more people that are in there, the more people there are that have a chance of winning that. So to join us and join in with this private streaming in order to avoid idiots like I just blocked on my phone, and people that want to spoil it for everybody and people that want to just cause trouble and stuff like that, we're just going to, we'll have a nice little private, no hassle, stress-free little stream between a few private people. And I can talk about things on there that I can't necessarily talk about on here. Do you know what I mean? I mean, there are things that I can't talk about at the moment because it probably wouldn't be a good idea. But in a private showing, I could probably say anything I want. Just saying. And
I can't show Discord right now.
You can't
show Discord, but I can't show it. It shows too much of my personal stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't show that. Don't show that. So 5,000 points, Nigel, is worth £50. So if you get a rollover, and because again, it will be the same when we give it away on there, it will be exactly the same. When we do the giveaway and we do the draw, the person will have 60 seconds by my watch to claim it. And if they don't claim it, then it will go over to the next show that we do on Patreon. So then the next one will be 10,000, and the next one will be 15 and 20 and 25 and so on. So if you'd like to be involved in that, if you'd like to, a little way of supporting us that's not going to cost you a great deal, this will be great. Now, there are other tiers that Butch is showing you there. So the smallest tier is $3. Then there's another one at $9. Then there's another one at, I think, $25. So you've got a $9 one there. And then you've got another one at $33 a month, Butch's allowance. Help pay for Butch for all his hard work, that one says. And then we've got Ian's Weight, no, he ain't. We've got Sudamin and 288 Group on the $50 a month. And then we've got the $100 a month. Now, at the moment, you might look at that and go, well, there's no point me doing $100 a month because I'm not going to get that much. Well, you will. It's just that we are literally, Butch put this together yesterday, we are in the process of adding and thinking of what different things we can add to what rewards.
And we'll add to the descriptions. We'll add the descriptions. The other things that you had on here before, those were trackers.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So we will add more.
Definitely.
course, supposing you come along today and do the $100, and then in 2 days' time we add something, or 3 weeks' time we add something to the $100, well, then you'll get it as well. You know, you won't get left out. If you're in the $100 a month one, you're in the $100 a month one, if you see what I mean. So for the $50 a month and the $100 a month, you will also get completely free shipping, completely free. That way you can spend points, you can spend vouchers, you don't have to pay any shipping whatsoever. So there will be completely free shipping on those two, $50 a month and $100 a month. And there will be, you know, there will be a commensurate bonus between 50 and 100. So if you'd like to join us, pardon me, if you'd like to join us for the private shows, and we're going to try and make these private shows as good and as fun as we can, because people will be paying us for it, then please come over and click on the link.
There's no copyright issues during the private shows, so we can play music, we can do all kinds of stuff.
Ah, right, excellent. No copyright issues.
It's not a private show, it's a conference call.
A conference call?
Yeah. So people, it's considered a conference call because we're not broadcasting it. People are joining us.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Got you. Yeah, see, as you can see, just by the conversation between me and Butch, I'm as green and don't know about all of this as you do, but it really looks like it could be a cool idea. So I want to give it a go. And you won't lose out.
So the way we've set it up is that $3 gets you access to the basic Discord, and it gets you access to Ian's Bandits, which is another channel in the Discord. Then the $9 gets you access to all that, plus the live broadcasts when we do them, and the live broadcast room. The 33 gets you access to my room and everything below. And then the $50 level gets you access to the Sousa Mint area, which is actually 2 rooms right now, but it's going to grow, and everything below. And then the $100 one, we haven't thought of the good rewards for that yet. But with the 50 and the 100, you get free shipping.
You get free shipping
from our store.
So if you pay £2, let's say you pay £2 on your shipping, and let's say you buy 25 times a month because you're sharing pages and getting yourself 3 points on one thing and another. If you get 25 orders a month, that's 50 quid. I mean, $50 is about 35 quid, isn't it? So, you know, 17 items a month, I would imagine. So
we do have a goal set up on this, and there's a goal. I'm not sure how you see it, but I think you can see it once you look. And 100 subscribers. Once we get 100 people to join the Patreon, we're going to do a huge giveaway.
Got ya. Excellent. So I got it wrong a little bit because it's not the $3 a month. It's $9 a month where you're going to get access to the video.
Yeah, you've only said it once. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep. That $9 level is going to get you to the live chat room. So it's not only the live video, that is the live chat. So it's a separate room. Now, the basic Discord is free. There's the general, the lobby, the trading, all that's free at the basic level.
Right. So there's no free Discord as such. You have to pay the $3 a month to be even on the thingy.
The general room, the lobby, and the trading are at like tier 0. Those are free. Tier 3 gets you into Ian's Bandits, which is a private chat room. And then tier 9 gets you into a private, 33 more, 50 more.
Right. So what we really need to be aiming for is the $9 a month or upwards, because $9 a month gets people for the video show that I want to do.
Get you that live access per month. Yep.
Right. That's where we want to be. So we need you on the $9 a month.
But I think the Discord link is in the description. Everybody is free to join the Discord. But in order to get access to the upper rooms in there, the upper channels in there, you do have to be a member.
Okay, so we have got a lower level, small free Discord area. So you've got a free Discord area to go into, which is managing, and then you've got from there you can go into the other areas.
And if you don't know what Discord is, or if it's another chat area. It's an enhanced chat area. So it's a bonus feature for these. You don't have to use Discord to help us sponsor us. Be a patron.
Okay, cool. And the person to ask the questions is when Butch is on, because he can then answer them because he knows more about this than I do.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ron, the person who made that is no longer with us.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So I didn't even know we had one, Ron, before. So whatever that was, it ain't there now. Nigel Webster says, I'm really confused. Seems too complicated for me. It seems too complicated for me too, Nigel, to be honest with you. But I understand that it is probably the way forward for us. I don't have to understand how it works, but I do comprehend the fact that this is probably the way forward for us. And so therefore I need to understand it, and I need to get it. And I need to simplify it for my mind in the way that I understand things. So I will get my head around how all of it works, and I'm pumping Butch all the time questions and for information, but I've got to ask him the questions in a way that when he gives me the answers, I can understand what those answers are. So we're getting there, but we're going to start off with on the show. We're going to start off with 5,000 points. Now, if I go and do a show and we haven't got anybody that's paid $9, then I'm probably just going to go and do a show to me and Butch.
You know, the thing with Discord too is once they have that $9 access, they have access to the past shows. Everything will still be there from the past. So it's if you get on after a show, you're going to have access to the previous shows.
Right.
It's not like WhatsApp where they don't have access to anything behind them.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because when you come into a WhatsApp chat, I noticed that when you come in, you can't see any of the chat before you join. What Butch is saying is when you come into this, when you pay the $9 and you come into this, even in 3 weeks' time, you'll be able to see whatever's gone on before. So you can catch up and stuff. So it might be that I end up doing the first show just to be in Butch because there's no one in there. And if that's the case, then, you know, the first £5,000 points will roll over because there won't be anybody to claim it. But if we can get some people up there on the $9 or upgrading to $9 or straight in on the $9, then we've got a show. And I don't mind if we've only got 3 or 4 people in there and I'm giving away 5,000 points. You know,
I'll hang out with you for 2 hours in private. I don't mind.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me and Butch.
I got lots of stuff to talk to you about.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what you're going to get access to. You're going to get access to me and Butch talking about stuff we couldn't necessarily talk about on here. And also ideas that we're throwing backwards and forwards to each other. And you then, because you're part of it, you're paying, you're going to get the chance to put your oar in and come in with ideas and things like that.
That's definitely cool.
And maybe even join us on the chat like this. I see it in my mind's eye as not too much dissimilar from what you're seeing already. At the moment, you have the facility to watch us live and make live comments. And I don't see it's going to be any different. I just see it that it's private. See, right now, we've got 20 people watching us. But what we all know, what you know and I know by now, is that's not 20 bandits. That's not 20 people that think that. Out of those 20 people, we've got a couple of numpties. We've got 288 watching. We've got someone from the Royal Mint watching. We've got someone now every single day from the solicitors of 288 watching, and so on and so forth. Someone said something about my shirt then.
Ron was teasing you.
Butch will be there as long as that shirt comes off Ian. No, these shirts, these are my dad's shirts. So we'll keep them for a while.
I do like that lavender shirt though.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's lovely colour. It's lovely colour. He had some good taste, my dad. He just didn't wear them very often. He would keep buying, go out, you know, he'd go, oh, he'd get a catalogue come through and he'd go, oh, I like that. That's nice. That'll look nice if I go out. So he'll order it and he'll buy it and he won't go out.
Oh, nice.
And because the catalogue says he can have, if he buys one pair of shoes, he can have another pair free. So he buys a pair, even though he's got 10 pairs in the wardrobe.
Yeah, but you never know when you need a new pair of shoes.
This is true. That's what he always
You like
said.
that pair. It's hard to replace a pair when you don't know where to find them again.
Yeah, I know. But as I used to say to him, the pain in the ass, Dad, is that you're a 9 and I'm an 11. You know,
I was just going to say you're bad because your shoe size is different.
Yeah, wouldn't have minded if I was the same size. Then I could have them, but you know, all the shoes. So yeah, and Disney says Disney's understanding a bit better now. So I think everybody will understand a little bit better.
It's like a huge forum. It's hard to explain because I got on there and a lot of the American coin people use it, and I didn't like it at first. I found it very obnoxious and kind of there was too much going on. But just use it as a chat room for a little while, and then you'll absorb the other features that are available, and you'll see stuff that happens, and it could be some really cool, fun stuff.
Well, it's learning, isn't it? It's like everything. You got to get used to it, and you got to, if you don't put your toe in the water, you're not going to know how warm or cold it is.
It also gives us a central place to talk that isn't a video or a comment. Because I enjoy talking with a lot of the people that we have in chat, but it's hard to do what I do and chat and have meaningful conversations with them. Where in Discord we can comment and say good morning and talk about stuff and show off stuff and have that interaction. It doesn't have to be immediate because it's not live. You can respond an hour later and still have
I'm with you. Yes, please, Logan. Could I have it in my No to 288 mug?
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Bless that Logan.
Bless that Logan. Is the half P done, Logan?
Yeah.
Half P is also listed. So both the Golden Hind half P and let's get back to that. So both the Golden Hind half P now and the Britannia penny, that one there it is. You can order TGB C or H to be stamped on it. And we have
it's working today.
It's working today, yeah. And the thing with these is all the ones I've got, they are brand new, as in they're not circulated, but that not all of them are spanking, shiny, etc. because the oxidization occurs because the air gets in. You know, if you want to keep a coin absolutely immaculate forever, you've got to keep it in an airproof container. You know, if the air gets in there, then it will oxidize over time anyway.
So are they turning color? Are they turning like deeper reds, or are they?
Yeah, it sort of turns a bit of a deeper red and goes a bit. What's the other word they use for it?
That's just the copper aging.
Yeah, they call it toning.
Yeah, the redder and the deeper brilliant red that gets, those are cool coins.
Yeah, some people like it, some don't. So what we're doing is we're just, as you notice in the title, it says circulated.
Yeah, if you want your penny to look brand spanking new, dump it in some vinegar for about 30 seconds, rinse it off. Then it'll look new.
Yeah, now there's a problem with that, Butch.
What's the problem, Ian?
Well, the problem with that is that when you get your new coins like this, that shiny, what is what you call the luster. Right, and when you put tomato sauce on it, because tomato sauce works the same as vinegar.
Yep.
If you cover a copper coin in vinegar or tomato sauce, it will just rip the dirt straight off. You only got to have it on there for a couple of minutes.
All your patina, all your shine, everything goes.
but everything goes. So you get rid of all the dirt, but you also strip off the luster. And then it will tend to have like a pinky tone to the coin, a slightly pink tone to the coin if it's copper.
Yeah, and
Especially
if you use a little of car wax or car compound, you can shine it back up a little bit, but it looks polished. They just don't look good when you clean them.
no, and then of course you're into polishing it because it now looks got that dull matte finish on it now.
So of course, Ian's whole point to this is if you don't like old pennies, don't buy old pennies.
Yeah, or I mean, I tend to, if it was something I was going to have for me, I'd use a jewellery cloth to clean it up, but I wouldn't chuck it in tomato sauce or vinegar. Then again, if the coin cost me less than a fiver, I wouldn't give a monkeys anyway. I just want to clean it up because it will never ever be worth a fortune.
Depends what
know,
you're
like
doing.
the coins here. I would never pretend to anybody that you've got to buy this because one day it's going to be worth £100 because it's a rare coin. Never in a million years is this a rare coin. You know, they sold hundreds of millions of them in 1967. People put them away for 400, well, a couple of thousand at a time they put in the loft.
Oh, wow.
The old penny, there's 240 pennies to the pound. So you would get 480 of these to the pound. So that's 2,500.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
2,500 half pennies for a fiver.
Jeez. Okay,
I mean,
I think I have a sheet of pennies, but I don't have a sheet of half pennies.
Well, we got two types of half penny. We got this half penny.
Okay.
And then in 1971, we got a half penny that is about the size of your dime.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, because these are smaller than the dime.
Whereas this one here that you're looking at is about the size of $50.
So we have a sheet for sale that's half pennies. I don't know if it's a sheet or if it's a listing that just has them all from, I believe, 50 something to 67, 68.
Oh, that's an old one. That's I don't think that's a sheet of coins that I've been doing recently. That's
I think
an
it's
old
the individual ones.
Yeah, it's an old listing where I just did a listing to sort of to get the set in one. I need to probably look at some of them old listings, but
double check
yeah.
before I start sending people to it. So if you want the stamp set and then you want years around it, we do have the years around it.
Yeah, we have the years
add
around
to it,
or some of the years around it.
Yeah, some
have some of the years around it. So you know,
I
with
went and bought a bunch
like
of them.
this, it doesn't really. If you had an old one, if you had an old brown dirty one of these, it doesn't matter to me. I would say it doesn't matter if you tomato sauced it or vinegared it and got it all and polished it up because it's knackered, it's in dirty condition, and it will never be worth anything because
if you have dirt on it and you can't read it, or if you want to check for an error or something, just run it underneath warm water and rub it between your fingers. That'll get all the dirt off of it without taking off the patina.
There you go.
Warm water.
And there's another way of doing it as well with the warm water. You know. So it doesn't really matter when you're doing it to coins that ain't worth very much. But I mean, you know, if you was lucky enough to ever find a 1933 penny, you wouldn't let tomato sauce or vinegar anywhere near it. John Warren says, "Who you calling a numpty?" It wasn't you, John. I promise. Jeff Coins, he's got a similar tie to mine. Do you like my tie today? Nice.
I do like the tie.
Yeah. The waistcoat will be the same every day until I can afford another one. But the shirts I'll change. And I've got ties. My dad had a lot of shirt and ties. Well done, Marco. And here's another thing, another rule about which just reminded me, another rule about the giveaways that we're doing at the end of stream, this rollover and all the rest of it, right? If when Butch pulls a winner, somebody says, "That's me," I might have covered this, but just in case I didn't, if somebody goes, "That's me, I've won," and they're not a member of the site already, then they're not having it. It's going to be rolled over to the next day. Like the other day, we did a giveaway, 500 points. And I think it was Marco or someone similar, might not have been Marco, but whatever, and went, yeah, I'm not a member, but I'll go and join now. And he went and joined and he got his 500 points. That's okay for that one. for those giveaways, that's okay. But for our biggie, and what's going to be a rollover, I'm not going to take the chance, not one little bit, that the winner of that is not already a member. So they have to be a member. And if someone goes, oh, that was me, I'll join now, then thank you, Logan. Then I'm, whoops, you're right. Don't kill yourself. If someone says, oh, that's me, that's all right. If someone says that's me, I'll go and join now. The response they get is, no, sorry, you should have joined yesterday. So that's going to be a rollover.
Your join date and time are timestamped, so
yes,
we can tell.
yeah.
So just go become a member.
Exactly. So for those people that just want to sit on the sidelines, take a chance, join in the competitions, and if they win there, then they're going to be a member. That's fine for the smaller one. But for the big one that we do every day in the rollover, if you're not a member, you're not getting it. Marco is a member and a customer. Yes, he is. You know, I want to make it fair. And I want you people to enjoy it. And we want to enjoy it as well. And I'm not looking at my thing.
We had a ton of winners yesterday. Look at all those.
We did. We did. Shall we do one now? Shall we give away 500 points now? Got to move me nose to 280.
Do it. You know, we're 45 minutes in and you haven't given away anything.
I know. Let's have a look.
Thursday.
So we'll go 1 to 100 for 500 points. So if you'd like 500 points, 1 to 100, and off you go. And let's have a little giveaway. Guess as many times as you want. Oh, that was close. Oh, one away, one either side. Oh, somebody else went the other side. Oh, that was a bit close. Miles away, miles away, miles away.
Oh, I know what it is.
Miles away, miles away, miles away.
I'm going to write it down. That's my guess.
Write it down. See if you can guess what it is. Miles away, miles away. No, off the spectrum, off the spectrum. Look at that. Nowhere near, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Now we're getting a little bit closer. Christ on a bike. No one yet.
I think everybody got timed out.
Oh, there was a close one. Right next door. And again, right next door the other way. Look at that. Oh, right next door again. Same numbers keep coming up. And it's right next door.
Come on, come on.
Come on, come on. I think they've written down every number except this number.
Yeah.
I think.
You guys, think about it.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.
Okay, somebody posted the number I thought it was.
Think about it. Look, nowhere near, nowhere near. Look, miles away. Closer. Miles away, miles away. Closer. Miles away, 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 miles away.
Oh, it's
miles away.
The light's behind me.
Closer. Miles away, miles away, miles away. Miles away, miles away, miles away. A bit closer. Okay, so I'll just, shall we just pop off and have some breakfast while they keep guessing? This is the longest one we've had, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I don't know what the number is, so I'm not sure what to be looking for. But I think the number that you were, I think
Close.
the number was picked, but I don't want to select it or to talk about it.
Okay, if the number was picked, I'm sorry, and we'll give it to that person that got it
Here,
first.
let's see. Here, I'll type it in.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
I typed it in WhatsApp. Is that it?
Oh, we was close. Right next door again. About 5 people picked that same number. Oh, that was close. That was right next door again. You lot must be getting sore fingers by now. Close. So confused. I'm not surprised. All close. We were close there. We were close there. Oh, we was really close there. Oh, we was really close there. 2 lots next door to each other. This is exciting. Close. Close. Miles away. Getting closer. Miles away. Getting closer. Miles away.
They're just stepping around it.
Stepping around it every time. It's the only number that you haven't said yet. I've managed to pick the one number that nobody will say. Oh, that was close, man. That was close. That was miles away.
They're gonna be mad at you.
Miles away, miles away, miles away. Close, close. Okay, stop. And we have a winner.
I don't see it.
No? Disney Princess.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Who is it?
Disney Princess.
This one?
Disney Princess. No, Disney Princess with number.
Oh, 23.
23.
I was way off. I was going for 88.
Yeah, every time I said you're miles away, people kept going back up the top, and I kept going miles away. You're miles away, and people are still at the high numbers. And Mick Smith, he went 22. He went 24, and he did it more than once as well. You did it more than once. You went 23, 22, 24, but you didn't say 23. A few people went 22 and 24, but didn't go 23.
It wasn't Disney.
Disney was the first one I saw at number 23. Oh, was it? How do you find that out?
I just scrolled back, and that's the first 23, or that's the first 23 I saw.
Okay, everybody stop now. Because
I think you just
Stop. Everybody stop. So
let me scroll back up as high as I can go and see if there's another one up there.
Stop.
There's a 32. 28. Yeah.
Stop.
It was Danielle. I think they were just scanning through, and you caught they guessed right next to each other, but she didn't guess 23.
I've lost it now. Yeah, Disney Princess did guess 23. There it is. I knew I'd seen it.
Is it towards?
11:54.
Oh, okay. You got it way up here then.
Scroll up 11:54.
Okay, I got her at 92, and that's the furthest back I can go right now. If you have her that early, then that's way before I have Danielle
What time do you have Danielle?
at 55.
Well, you can't scroll up, but I can
No,
scroll down.
Danielle says she did it at 11:54. So Danielle can see it too.
What we're going to do on this occasion is we're going to give it to both of them, 500 points each. So we're going to give 500 points to Danielle, and we're going to give 500 points to Disney Princess.
Very nice. All right.
That's
They worked hard to get to 500.
That's the easiest way to sort that out.
I'm sorry, Princess. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus or anything. I just don't see you.
So well done, well done. Well done, cool. That's the easiest way to sort out issues like that. We just go one.
Thank you, Marco. Marco went and looked for us too. There's our Lorna. Normally what I do is I try to, when I do the 1 to 100 go, I try to keep that at the top or on my screen. So everything gets scrolled beneath me and I just don't watch it because you know the number I don't, so I can't get it anyway. And that way I can scroll through all of them when we're done. But I didn't do that this time. I was having fun playing along.
Oh, right. Okay. No, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh.
You tired? Are you tired?
No, I was stretching.
So a little bit of information for you for this halfpenny that we've just put up with the COA stamp TGBCH. Remember, they're solder circulated, but what we're doing is we're just taking the shiniest ones out first. So all the ones that are shinier first, people that buy them first get the shinier ones, and the ones that are the worst ones get left back. So that's why we're putting them circulated. So there's no argument there. Now that was the Golden Hind was an English galleon best known for a privateering, bit of a pirate boat. Circumnavigation of the globe between 1577 and 1580, captained by Sir Francis Drake.
Privateering.
Yeah, it's another word for pirate. Why is a pirate called a pirate?
Why?
Because they are. She was originally known as the Pelican and was renamed by Drake mid-voyage in 1578 in honour of his patron. Look at that patron. See, Sir Francis Drake had a patron 450 years ago. Sir Francis Drake had a patron. You got a chance to be our patron by going on to Patreon. So, in honour of, and we might name some after you. So, in honour of his patron, Sir Christopher Hatton, and Sir Christopher Hatton's family crest was a Golden Hind, which is a female deer, which is that one up there. So, in honour of his patron, mid-voyage, he renamed the ship, the Golden Hind. And since 1996, she's been berthed at St Mary's Overy Dock in Bankside, Southwark. So you can go down there and you can have a look on it. 450 years old, that's got to be. 500 years old, that ship.
So they actually built a replica of it. And that replica they were going to tour with, and it sunk.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is the original ship. The replica that they were going to use sunk.
Wow.
So the original ship survived, but the replica sunk.
The replica sunk, but the original ship survived. Brilliant. Matt C, why are you stamping everything? Very good question. So why are we listing everything? Or are we stamping everything? Basically, we're doing it to call it incorporate, call it invent, call it make our own product. It's our product. They're our stamps, and they come with our COA. I need something to fight with because of our financial issues. I need something to fight with because I'm not getting hold of the coin that I need to get hold of to sell. So what we've done is we've come up with our own product. A product that I believe once every coin with a COA is sold out, the price of that will increase. No matter how many people are laughing about this, and no matter how many people are poking fun and going, it doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it could be. It could be somebody making a drawing. It could be a painting. It could be a print. It doesn't matter what it is. It's not until that if it's numbered, it's not until the last one is sold that the price will go up on anything. It doesn't become worth it until you sell the last one. You know, I mean, you know, the way that silver proofs are supposed to work is like that. They come with a COA, but it's supposed to go up in price the moment the mint is sold out. And it only doesn't because the mint gets greedy and they chop and change the amount that they're going to do. 1 minute they're going to do 3,500, the next minute they're going to do 35,000, and so on. If they were sensible and not greedy and they did 3,500 silver proof of every single coin, people would understand then 3,500, that's it, there is no more. And a lot more people would buy into it and those coins would increase in value. But it only goes out the window because they come along every now and again and they go, oh, we're going to do 30,000 of these ones. But with us, we're doing 200 of every single letter. T, G, B, C, H. So you get a set of 5. Now, even though we're doing 200 of every single letter, that's still 1,000 coins. So 1,000 coins will be stamped, but there are only 200 sets. 200 with a full set. Right? So no more than 200 people could buy a full set. But that will never happen because some people will only buy 1 or 2 coins. So you will always end up with odd ones left over. So you will not get, out of any of the ones that we release, you will never get 200 sets sold. There'll always be less than 200 sets sold because there are some people that will buy them individually. And then once those 200 sets are sold, that's 200 customers buying a set each. Once those 200 sets are sold, there is no more. We will do other ones, but we won't do those ones. So now someone comes along in the future and they say, oh, I missed out on the Falklands one. I'd have liked to have got that Falklands 2-piece stamped, but they're all sold out now. So one of you people that have bought 5 sets, well, you'll sell one of yours, but you won't sell it for the price you bought it for. You'll probably sell it for 3 times the price you bought it for. And that's how it will go up. And it works for anything. We've developed our own product. We were the first people to stamp Bunces, and we're the first people to stamp uncirculated and circulated. And so that then we make and invent our own product that people like this, 288 Group and the Royal Mint and all of that, they can sit there in their offices like they are now, stewing in anger, but they can't do anything about it. There's nothing they can do about it. And it means I don't need them. It means all I need is my creativity and you. I come up with the idea. If you buy into it, the idea works. If I come up with an idea and you don't buy into it, then it's a crap idea and it don't work. And it's, you know, we have to do everything that we can to, I'm just reading some of the comments as well, catching up. We have to do everything we can to fight, you know, fight the great fight. Because, as I keep saying, if we go under, there's no one. There is absolutely no one. You know I'm not joking. You know I'm not making this up. There is nobody out there that has the courage of their convictions enough to stand up, plant their feet and say, no, this is not right. And yet you're all of you argue and moan about the Royal Mint and their practices and what they're doing with the coins and, you know, the stuff that's going on. You know, I mean, how many people have got the ump over the Hercules? 1,000 of those. And they're already, what, a couple of £100 in some cases? You know,
500.
Oh, I mean, what everybody wants is continuity and fair play. What would be ideal is if everybody knew how many coins were going to be released. You know, if you're only releasing 1,000 coins, it's different for me because at the moment I've got to sell out. So if that means selling 10 sets to somebody, I'll sell 10 sets to somebody because what's important is that I need to sell out in order for that market to start taking care of itself and other people to come along and buy into it. But if we get to a stage where I can list 200 sets, 1,000 coins, and I can sell out within a week, well, then at that stage, I think I might start saying, well, you know, maybe you shouldn't buy 9 of each. Maybe you should only buy 1 of each to give more people the chance of getting it. But if you've only got 1,000 coins and you're a company like Change Checker, and then you let people buy 9 of each one per person with the kind of mail shot that you can do, then, you know, you sell the lot in half a email. It's Pobjoy Mint, Ron, yeah. Pobjoy Mint Hercules. But I believe they might have had it, or whoever had it, whatever. Interesting question, Lee, because the Brexit 50p's will be worth more money now than they will be worth in 6 months' time. Thank you, John, very much. Butch will write that down, and we will also get a bonus of points coming your way as well, depending on which one you joined. But thank you. That's now another one we've got on the Patreon. What was I saying? So, yes. And why do I say that? Because the rumour is, and I say rumour is because it's always rumours until somebody actually does what it is that they're supposed to be doing. Once they've done it, when it's no longer a rumour, it's a fact. But until they've done it, it's a rumour. And the rumour is that they are releasing 3 million into circulation. Now, if they stop there, that would make the Brexit coin on par with the WWF from a rarity point of view. And then you're into £5 or £6 a coin. But the rumour is that 3 million come out now, and at some point, nobody knows when, between now and Christmas, another 7 million are going to be released. So that makes 10 million. So they put 3 million out there. Well, 3 million out there, yes, the coin's a £5 coin. As soon as they put 7 million out there, now you're on par with a Benjamin Bunny. It's a couple of quid at best. And the only reason it's a couple of quid is because somebody can't be asked to go looking for it. You know, that's it. Can we have a commercial so I can go and have a Jimmy?
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I'm going to mute his mic. All right. Don't forget we got merch. How's everybody doing? Just get my mouse over on the right screen. Please hit the like button, everyone, and share the stream, and also like and support each other. Thank you. Thank you, Lorna. That's awesome advice. Yeah, Ron, this would be a great way for kids to start collecting. All right. Why is the dual date 92.93 worth less than the Kew Gardens? I don't know. bet you it has something to do with. I'm looking at my book. I want to go back to 97. There we go. Ah, there we go. It's no longer legal tender. Yeah, we'll put it up for Ian. Ian also when he oh, he's back. I'm sorry. I got him muted so I can't see him. All right, now you can talk.
I can talk. Hello.
We had a question for you.
Yeah. This is a question. Hello, Adzi. This is a question I love. I get asked this and I love answering it. So I'm always trying to get it central. And I love answering it because this is a time when you are in the moment, right? You are literally in that moment. You see, in a race in price, the dual date 1992, 1993 should be there. It should be way in front of the Kew Gardens. So this is the Kew Gardens and this is the 92, 93 dual date. Price-wise, they should not be like this. They should not be like that. Price-wise, they should be like this. The dual date way in front of the Kew Gardens, but it's not. The dual date is less, in some ways, half the price of the Kew Gardens. Yet, it's 2.5 times as rare or something like that. So, it's a case where the market hasn't adjusted itself properly. It's one of those anomalies in life where the market itself has got it wrong. You know, I often talk about you get to a point, let the market take care of itself. Well, this is one of those instances where the market has got it completely wrong. You know, if the market could think and talk and was a person, I'd say you've got it wrong. Because the Kew Gardens should be down here, and the 92 should be up there. The dual date should be worth, if a Kew Gardens is worth £100, a dual date should be selling for around 200 quid, 250 quid. That's what its value should be, but it isn't. And so anybody that buys into that coin, and I've been saying this for the last couple of years.
Is that the right coin?
That's the right coin. Anybody that buys this coin, it's an investment for the future. Because this coin will, at some point in the future, overtake the Kew Gardens. A lot of people won't believe that, but it will. It will overtake the Kew Gardens. The market just got it wrong.
That's a cool coin.
It is a cool coin. You know, compared to some of the coins and some of the designs, which are a bit naff, this is really good. It's a good coin. You know, you have got that part about it that people don't collect them as much because this is the old large one, and therefore it's you know, a bit like you have your dollar coins and then you've got different sized dollar coins. This was our old one. Whereas from 1997 onwards, they're slightly smaller. And it's the newspapers that have done it. It's the media that did it. You know, the media just constantly talks about the Kew Gardens. And this is only because they talk about the coins that you can find in your change, and you're never going to find one of them in your change. If you want to find one of them, what you've got to do is you've got to go to your banks and post offices, and you've got to go in and see them and say, have you got any old money, and can I have it, please? And don't pick and choose, because they will not like that. Just go in and say, have you got any old money? They say, yes, we've got a load of old money here, £5 coins, this, that, whatever. Have it all. If you're not in a position to do that, don't embarrass yourself by going in there and asking if you can look through it to pick out 150p, because they will not like that. You know, you'll just be embarrassing yourself. Go in and ask them for old money. And 9 times out of 10, they will give it to you. And when they give it to you, you know, you got it, and you go looking through it, and every now and again you'll be looking at those 50p's that they give you, and you'll find a drill date, and you'll often find 1985 on rare days. Yeah, well, you see on that question there, you're looking at the difference between a strike your own, and strike your owns haven't been going for that long. So, you know, if I was to start saying to you within a few years, strike your owns will start fetching silly money, as in Kew Gardens silly money, you'd laugh at me probably. But again, the market hasn't adjusted yet, right? The market is all about supply and demand. And it hasn't adjusted yet to the differences and so on for the strike your own coins. At the moment, you can buy them for between 20 and 50 quid, that kind of money. But I believe they will go up. They won't go up when you've been stitched up with the same coin on a strike your own that they've released in the same year. But on a coin like the Isaac Newton, where they released it in 2017 and the strike your own was in 2018, now you've got a different date on the coin. And now what A1 Collectors says comes into play. It's a really, really, really rare coin because not many of them were made. So the value on that will exceed the Kew Gardens in time to come. Absolutely, guaranteed. Will far exceed the Kew Gardens in time to come because it is distinguished by a separate date from the 2017. But there was one coin that they did. I can't remember what it was, but there was a coin that they did. Was it the Britannia? But there was one coin that they did anyway, and it was exactly the same coin and the same year of the release. Well,
On the Stamp Your Own?
On a strike your own, yeah.
Strike Your Own.
But it was the same design and the same year. Well, in a strike your own, the value on that I think will go down. Because who will ever know? Who will ever know it was a strike your own coin if it hasn't got a different mark or a different date on it? So I don't think it's right that they should do that.
So the 2018 Britannia Strike Your Own was not available in circulation, but in annual BU sets. The 2018 Frankenstein was the same.
Yeah.
2018 Nutcracker 5-pound was the same.
Right. So if it's available in a BU set and it's available as a strike your own, and there's no distinguishing marks or dates between the coin, then what's to stop you buying it from buying a set?
Oh, here we go.
Selling all the rest of the coins in the set to get your money back, and then selling that as a strike your own. There's no difference.
2017 new 12-sided pound coin, Nations of the Crown design. These coins were available in other packs, sets, and were also circulated in standard quality. So the 2017 Nations of the Crown design was stamp your own packs and circulated, all the same exact coin.
If you want to invest money in a coin that is going to be seriously valuable, then push the boat out a little bit more than what you are doing. All you people that go down to the Royal Mint for the strike your owns, save a little bit more money, make a little bit more money, push the boat out a little bit more, and go for a silver or a gold. Make that your one investment. If you're going to go to the mint for the experience, then make it worth going and get a silver and, if you can, a gold. Because now you're talking about something that is definitely going to be worth a lot of money. Because there's very few, however many strike your owns they do Cupro nickel, they're going to do a lot less strike your owns of the silver and a lot less strike your owns of the gold experience where you get gold proof. And if you could get that gold proof and that silver proof on a strike your own, now you're talking serious investment. And I reckon over time, say within 10 years, you'll be multiplying your money by 10. Somewhere around there. Because remember, 10 years ago, they didn't have strike your own, so you can't base it on a coin from 10 years ago.
I just get silver quarters.
Hi, Hannah.
Hannah!
Hannah, go and comment on yesterday's video, and if anybody else hasn't commented on yesterday's video, go and comment. It's worth 4,000. Will it be a rollover today, or will somebody win 4,000 points? Hannah was one of our featured coin tubers a couple of weeks ago. This week it's Steve Fraser from
Dragon Lord.
Dragon Lord Coins. He's our channel of the week this week. And we have a new member on our Patreon now. Thank you, John. So we need a few more. So those of you that have only just tuned in and don't know, we are going to be doing we're going to start off doing at least one weekly show over on Patreon. And that weekly show will only be available for the people that join us on Patreon. And we're going to start off that one with a 5,000 point rollover. So if we'll do a rollover, and if there's, and you've got to be on $9 or more a month to be able to partake in this one. And if, as long as you're on the $9 a month or more, you can partake in this one. And in the first week, the first show will be 5,000 points. And if we have a winner and the person isn't there to claim it, then it rolls over. Now, very important, in these rollover competitions, in order to help us manipulate the odd rollover or two, I'm allowing me, Logan, Kelly, John and Butch to enter the competitions, but we're not allowed to win them. We can enter the competition, but we can't win. So if any one of us wins, it's an automatic rollover. Right? People like Chris Dyer, Mick, Lorna, Richard. Hello. I often ask him, why does he whisper? Coming back with lunch, please. Oh no, I've got lunch. I've got a sandwich. I've got a sandwich. So yes, so people like, really important this, people like Mick Smith, Lisa Ford, Lorna, and go on. Someone else I've forgotten. They're allowed to.
That was just a stretch.
I wondered what that was. I thought you was having a seizure.
No, not today.
These
You never know.
people are
Patreon
allowed-
kicks off. I might.
Okay. These people are not allowed. These people are allowed to enter, and they are allowed to win. Now, the reason that they're allowed to win is because not one of them are on any kind of wages. So if you're not on wages and you help us out and you work for us and so on, but you're not on proper wages, then you're allowed to win, in my opinion. I think you should have the same chance as everybody else. Now, Butch is not on wages, but the difference with Butch is now part of the top level team. He's helping organise it. He's doing the draw. It wouldn't be right if Butch doing the draw, etc., was to win. You know, it wouldn't go down well. So any of those ones I mentioned, they can enter the draws and they're allowed to win. But if Butch enters and wins, me, John, Logan, Kelly, if any of us win, it's an automatic rollover. Got it? And that's all I've got to say about that.
Cool. So we'll comment if we win the selection, everything just gets rolled over.
Exactly.
Boom. Nice.
So you know, like on a roulette wheel, if you like, the 0 is almost like that's the one that's the odds are in the house's favour. So it's like having a wheel, you know, and we've got 5 blanks on the wheel where people can't win. If it comes up us, it's a rollover to the next day.
Nice.
And that helps us get more rollovers.
And we're at 2,000 right now.
So that'll be 4,000 today.
Oh, that's right. You dealt. Yeah.
Because we got a 2,000 rollover.
Good deal.
Poor old Disney nearly had a heart attack when Butch tried to take my first game. Yeah, but see,
She still hasn't got the points yet.
Oh, she hasn't. No, but she will.
I'm sorry, Disney.
I need to write down who you owe points to, don't
Yep. Danielle and Disney.
Right. Have you done them both, or are you doing them now?
I haven't done them yet.
Okay, Danielle, 500. Disney.
And then we owe John some
I
for
know
Patreon.
is,
But I
by the
gotta
way.
check that.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, and then we have the new Patreon, but I gotta go look at that.
Yeah, so we've got Patreon, and that was John Warren. Cool. Points owed. See you later, Richard. Make sure you've commented on yesterday's.
There it is. I lost the silver.
You found some silver.
I couldn't find that little chunk of silver.
So what's the time? Look at that. Look at that. It's 20 to 1 already. Aren't we having, don't time fly when you're having fun?
These things always fly by. They're over before I realize it.
They are. They are. Takes me ages to get ready in the morning, and it flies by. Okay, so let's give it. Let's have another giveaway, shall we?
Oh, let me take that off the screen then.
Oh no, that one that you've got on the screen. Go on, put it back. If you just interrupt me, Butch.
No, I'm just throwing random stuff up. Yeah.
I'll talk for England otherwise. Yeah. So this is today's giveaway. So today, if you comment on yesterday's video, you've also
right.
an extra one from Butch. So you'll win today. You'll win 4,000 points and 1 gram of pure silver. And
nines.
And if we have a rollover, then it will go rolled over, and tomorrow somebody will win it. Oh yeah, you're quite right, Ron. I've got just about 1/2 past. I read it wrong. It says 12:31. I thought it said 12:37.
I think you looked at how long we've been on, and you read 1 hour.
Yeah, the other way around.
The time. Giveaway.
So are you all enjoying it? Are you all enjoying the new way we're doing the shows now and everything? It seems that you are, but I just want to double check, you know, if anybody's got any issues with it, or if you're quite happy. You know, let us know. Yes, Judith's happy. Cool. And has anybody been watching this on catch up, you know, where you haven't seen it and then you've watched it on catch up? Because sometimes when you watch a live on catch up, it's really boring because you've got so many breaks and this, that, and the other. But how did you know, Chris? I was feeling a little bit thingy. Funny that. Chris just sent me a message and said, you might need to use your spray soon. I'm thinking, how do you know? I've got a little bit of a twinge. And I'm debating.
What's your spray?
I have, because of the heart attacks, I have...
is it nitro?
Nitroglycerin. Stuff you put in bombs.
Yeah, yeah.
And, and I have to do it under the tongue.
Okay, yeah. I know somebody who uses the pills under the tongue.
Yeah, but only when, like, if I get a pain, and out of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, if the pain is sort of at a 2, 3, you know, going up, then I need to have a spray. If I'm at about a sort of a 1 or what I would call a half or something like that, then it could be just settling in. So,
Your Hands has got it. GTN spray. All right.
But it's called, it's my GT, I forget what it's called, but it's GTN is what it is. I forget what it's short for.
I thought you were going to fart or something. You needed some Febreze.
No. No, I have to have this. And I have to keep this with me no matter where I am. So I have to have it in my pocket. by the side of the bed, in the car, everything. I've got to have it with me all the time.
Okay.
Because if I get the angina pain and I don't use this, that's when I could die and have an heart attack.
Yeah, it could get worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's just like, you know, how did you even bloody know, Chris, that I was thinking of using it? Is it that obvious on my face? Do I look ill? Do I suddenly look ill? Look like I'm going to down. Because you speak a bit softer when you have a twinge. Oh.
There we go.
Can I have a COA for my membership of Patreon? No, but you do get something else. Depending on which one you go for, you do get something
He
else.
can have as many COAs as he wants. He just has to go use the points that he gets for the Patreon to buy them.
Exactly. There you go, Ian. So you get some points depending on which tier you go for. We're hoping everybody goes for the $9 one and above, because $9 and above will get the shows and the videos. And you'll get some points, and you can use them points on COAs. And we'll have some really cool giveaways too. Giveaways that people that want the giveaways can get. I'm a little bit fed up, to be honest, of giving things away to people that just don't appreciate it, whoever that might be, you know. Don't anybody try and...
I have no idea what you mean, Ian.
No, I know. And I was going to say, don't anybody try and box me into a corner over, oh, Ian means a specific person. Because
nobody backs baby into a corner.
I'm only... it's not about one specific person. It is about anybody like that. And I've dealt with a lot of people that have not been appreciative over what they've got. And it's like, I'm getting a bit fed up with that. Don't you get a bit fed up with that kind of attitude, Butch?
It would upset me. Yeah.
Tiring. You know.
Definitely.
I deal with people coming in under false names and, you know, trying to destroy the chat and trying to cause problems and trying to embarrass people and pick on people and all of that. It's like, really, you know, let's get away from that. We'll just gently move over to Patreon, and Patreon will end up having more of my time than what YouTube will.
It's also it's a better way to use your time instead of sitting in here and trying to defend yourself constantly. You can actually show what's going on. You can lay it all out. It's not just a video. It's everything could be there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I really like that idea. You know, because we spend a fair amount of time, if we're not, you know, we're either explaining, defending, arguing, getting upset, dealing with people that just want to wind us up. So, Ian didn't give away, not yet. Oh, yes, I was.
Oh.
Hannah says, let's just say I'm just pleased the bigger adults have moved on. Absolutely.
Is he still in here?
It's playgrounds where you get things that don't, you know. I mean, I remember being at school, don't you all? And you might fall out with one kid in the first year that you're there, and you're still falling out with them 3 years later. You know, it's playground. Don't want it. So Patreon is going to help us with a bit of that. It's going to help us, give us a bit of respite, a little bit of stress relief, a little bit of, you know, we do what we want to do and say what we want to say. And as Butch says, show what we want to show and talk about what we want to talk about instead of having to worry about.
And we're not broadcasting there. We're a private community. So yeah. a lot of the nuances and I don't know what the right word is. Just a lot of the little things that we have problems with here, we won't there.
Exactly. You know, there are people out there that are bloody always telling us what we can and can't say and what we can and can't do. So we want to stop that. And one way of dealing with that is to say, your name ain't on the door, so you ain't coming in. And therefore you can't listen and you can't hear us. And if you do pay to put your name on the door, we'll just refund you and take your name off the bloody door to make sure that you can't come in to our little place. Because it's going to be our little club. Ian and Butch's club.
There's no refunds.
Ian and Butch.
Whoa. There's no refunds. If you come in and troll, you can't get a refund for that $3 for the month.
Ah,
That's your ticket for trolling.
I see. Yeah, but if you come in, cause me any troubles, then we're going to just get rid of you, keep your money.
So the cool thing is Patreon's like the gatekeeper. It's the membership area to get in. But once you've gotten in, Patreon has no control over Discord whatsoever. So if you come in and you start causing trouble, we can kick you out, and Patreon's going to say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
two separate entities." It's a reward we offer, but it'll be a good community.
As my friend Tom Jones says, I like it. I like it a lot. I do.
It's off.
Me and old Sir Tom, you know, we go back a long way. You know, we come from the same area.
Who?
Me and Tom, Sir Tom Jones.
Oh, okay.
You know who Sir Tom Jones is? Oh my God.
I probably would have as soon as you tell me more about it, but no, not top of my head.
You have an American The Voice, don't you? The Voice program.
Yes.
Voice. Yeah, we have. I think that most countries have it now. We've got The Voice, and on our Voice panel at the moment, so Tom Jones is he was a singer from the 60s, so he's from the times of Elvis. So whilst Elvis Presley was swinging his hips in Memphis,
not everybody
Jones was swinging his hips in Cardiff.
And he's a sir? Is he British?
Yeah, he comes from Wales.
The guy I'm thinking of is American, but maybe he's not American. Tom Jones.
It's
not unusual to be loved.
That's it. That's the Tom Jones.
And he's British.
He's British.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's Welsh.
Okay. See, that's like the lead singer of the Animals. I love him, and he's British, and I didn't know that.
Yeah. So and Tom Jones was knighted, so he was made a sir. He was knighted by the Queen.
Very nice.
And so he got a knighthood. So now he's Sir Tom Jones, Sir Tom Jones, and he comes from Wales, a little place in Wales.
Nice. Oh, speaking of things from Wales,
you got something from Wales?
The 75% stuff that I listed earlier. That's my DNA.
Say that again.
In the WhatsApp, when I said the 75% English and everything down to,
right.
That's my DNA. Yeah, my sister did it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting. Have you traced where you come from in England?
No, we can go back as far as the Americas and that's it. In the 1700s, somebody kidnapped a kid and brought him over to the States and made him an indentured servant, and that's where our family starts. That's as far back as we can go. There's nothing beyond that. It's his name. Yeah.
So not where he came from.
No.
No. Oh.
That's why No.
How do you pronounce Patreon?
Patreon.
Patreon.
That's how I would pronounce it. Yeah, Ron was teasing me about it earlier.
Patreon.
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 Patreon. Patreon. I think you were saying it. Patreon.
Yeah, I keep calling
Patreon,
that.
Yeah.
There's an interesting comment from Angela.
Oh.
Going back to when we was talking about, having the private and all the rest of it. And she said, it's all scared me a bit to come onto any live streams, to be honest. And I think that's bothered a lot of people, because there was so much unpleasantness,
They weren't pleasant there for a little while.
Yeah, and I think that bothered a lot of people because there are people like me that can handle unpleasantness with my eyes shut, but there are people that can't. It just really upsets and frightens them. And I totally understand that.
Marco said no Welsh jokes.
No Welsh jokes. No, we don't do that.
Oh, I was going to go look at that real quick. I posted it up in here.
And they won't be paying, will they? That's the thing. They won't pay $9 a month. You know, they'll be too tight to pay something like $9 a month. And $9 a month is going to work out at about £6 a month, £7 a month, which is about £1.50 a week. So if you think I'm worth £1.50 a week, then crack on with the $9 a month.
So this is what we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah.
So 72% English, Wales, or Northwest European.
And that's what you've got. That's where you come
Yeah,
from.
that's a DNA.
But you can't. So you traced your family back as far as when they actually went into the States.
Yes, yes.
Which is when?
It's like 1724 or something, early 1700s. There's an actual. My great aunt had an actual copy of the migration papers, the immigration papers, and it had his name, and it said the boat and where the boat came from, but the boat didn't come from England, but it went through England, so it picked up people in England, but the boat came from somewhere in Africa or something like that. So that was the name on the. That's what it says on there, but he's not from Africa. He's not African. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that's it.
So that
one piece of paper.
So he must have joined you. He must have landed in America then, just before the revolution, just before the.
He was probably dead before the revolution.
Yeah.
No, 8 years old, indentured servant. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, his passage was paid, and he was an indentured servant. And then the place he lived, he married and had 3 kids, and then one of those kids had a ferry service in Virginia for a while, and then from there the family tree just blooms right out. It's just
wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't traced mine. I have got a coat of arms.
Yeah.
Which I now don't know whether I've got it here or whether I gave it to my son. I've got a funny feeling I might have given it to my son. I'd like to use it now, to be honest.
Yeah, the surname that came up is Murphy. So it's an Irish surname, but it's there's not very much Irish in there.
No, there was an awful lot of Irish people left.
Yeah, Irish.
Left. You know, a lot of Irish people. I mean, Boston and New York are pretty much Irish.
Yeah.
Descendants is over there. You know, virtually any cop you walk into in Boston is going to have an Irish accent. It's really, you know, I love it.
It used to be so. Boston has its own accent that's unique to Boston. Nowhere else. Boston, and yeah.
Lorna was quite right. We're well behind. Another 500 points giveaway.
Behind it, we're almost done. How can we be behind?
I know. Okay, 1 to 100. Go. There you go. 1 to 100. I've written it down. 500 points. Who's going to be the first to get it? And when I say stop, when I do that, stop.
There's like a 30-second lag, so you're stopped.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Got ya.
I will type it.
Stop.
Already got it?
Yeah, we got it already. Straight in there, no messing about. Look at that. Andy Walton. Number 27. See it? 1 on the bottom.
It popped like 50 guesses in 2 seconds. For me.
And that was the
who did it?
9th guess. That was Andy Walton.
All right, let me scroll up. Yeah, they dumped them. I got like 50 of them all at the same time. Boom. There we go. Yeah, that's like the 5th guess. Boom. That's awesome, Andy.
Once we come off, just message to John Warren and anybody else that goes on Patreon. Any points will be added once we come off. We'll have a look and I'll have a little chat with When we come offline, Butch, you know how you showed me the other day where we could talk like we are now, but we wasn't live?
Yeah.
So can we still do that when we come off the show? We can carry on talking live.
Yeah,
between...
just don't hang up on me.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Got you. I'm learning.
Yeah, I'll get all this stuff done as soon as we get off live.
Okay, dopey.
I'll add the points as soon as we're done with here.
Cool. Right, so now, what else did we want to cover? Have I covered everything on my sheet? Patreon, pseudomint, treason. I know what I was going to say.
We talked about merch already.
Yeah, it's handy having a mug here because it gives me a little something I can go ding ding on to just sort of. I'm just trying to think of something, and then it helps. I was thinking on our merch page, we've got some posters, and I believe we've got, you know, the wanted where we've got Ian Glenn wanted reward, £10,000 reward and all of that. I'm saying for McDade and all of that. I'm thinking I'm going to get one of them posters, and maybe we'll put it there. Big wanted poster right on the wall behind me. So the backdrop could be the wanted poster for Ian Glenn. I'll show you it. Here he is. Have you seen these, Ian? Let me show you. This is brilliant. So we can put you, we've got you on a poster. And then what else we got you on? We got you, that's it.
Oh, I just covered it all up.
Yeah, that's what I want behind me, that poster. And then we got, look at that, we got a t-shirt and we got a pair of socks. Yep, I'm going to get a pair of socks so I can walk all over you every day. And then we've got a t-shirt. I like them all over prints. They're really, really cool. Now, they take a lot of work to do, they do, but they're really cool. So we're going to have that one there that Butch is on. I'm going to get one of them and put it on the wall behind me. Thanks, Mick. Seen your text. I'll have a look at that later. There's supposed to be there was two different coats of arms for me. One of them wasn't our proper coat of arms, but it was labelled as that coat of arms, and one of them was. So, and I got a proper Latin thing and all of that. I should get it back out. I used to use it years ago.
What would you use a coat of arms for?
Well, I had a carpet cleaning and window cleaning company, and I called it. I think it was called First Royal Cleaning or First Royal Quality Cleaning, something like that. So, because I had Royal in the title, I used my coat of arms. You know, and and we could use my coat of arms on merchandising or a mug or something like that, because, you know, you have if you sell to the royal family, then you get to use their coat of arms, because you'll have, right, so you'll have businesses like Hamleys and Harrods and places like that, all top end businesses, and they'll use the royal coat of arms within their advertising, within their stationery and so on. And it's and it normally says by appointment too. Right? So what that means is, if you sell to the royal family, there's certain rules. You have to sell a certain amount of produce over a certain amount of time, and or money or whatever over a certain amount of time, and then you can automatically, because you sell to the royal family, you can automatically, like Michael Locke says, by royal appointment. So you get their coat of arms and you get the words by royal appointment on it, and that lets everybody know that you're posh and you sell to the royal families. See you later, Hannah. Make sure you leave a comment on yesterday's video. You might win the points.
Bye, Hannah.
And it doesn't matter if you're not here, because if you're not here and you do win, then it gets rolled over because you're not here to claim it. So even if you're not going to be here to claim it, leave a comment. You want it to roll over.
Oh, Harrods lost the right to use the coat of arms.
Did they really, John? I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. Interesting. That is interesting.
I wonder why.
Yeah, they probably, well, he did have, Fayed did fall out with the royal family, didn't he? He fell out with the royal family over the death of Princess Diana and Dodi,
Oh, wow.
because it was Fayed, Mohammed Fayed, the bloke who owned, I don't think he owns it now, but he did own Harrods for quite a while, and it was his son Dodi Fayed that was dating Princess Diana, and it was his son that got killed when Princess Diana got killed.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
And they were together in the car at the time
Okay.
when it had the accident in France, and what's named Fayed, the dad who owned Harrods, he would not have it that it was an accident. He believed it was to do with the royal family, etc., and he wouldn't quit over that. So I imagine, I don't know why, but I imagine that they probably had enough of that and took it away. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But you never know with those conspiracy theories, do you? Mohammed Al Fayed, that's it. Yes. I'm here, all went well. I'm home now. Come and see my comments. Can see your comments, John. Glad you're back all right. I was thinking about you, so I'm glad you're okay, mate. And everybody here, no doubt, will send you a little bit of love to get well soon. John was in hospital today, so he's had a little something done, and now he's at home. By royal appointment to King Ian, long live the king. Well, we are working on getting our own coin. That's hopefully happening. Okay, so we're now at 12:55. Let's go and put a winner, Butch. 4,000 points up for grabs.
All right.
$4,000 points.
Let me pull the right stuff up. What are we doing tomorrow?
Same thing again. Do you mean? Or
what coins? What coins? I was giving you something to talk about while I pull this up.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So tomorrow is going to be. Today we've released the 1967 penny and 1967 half penny with a COA, and we'll take the nicest ones out of the box first, but they're all classes circulated. And there's only 1,000 and 200 of each stamped TGBCH. Pardon me. And tomorrow it's going to be the turn of the. Pardon me. It's going to be the turn of the Falklands 1 penny and the Falklands 5p to match the 2p and the 50p. So you've got the 5p and the 1p coming tomorrow, and again, maximum 200 per lap. Here we are on the draw. Winner
29 comments.
Is 29 comments. Bit different to 7, isn't it?
Definitely, I was thinking that too. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Only 23 people watching.
4,000 points are going to
Ian Menham.
Is he in here? I don't think he's here right now.
Ian, are you here? You have got 60 seconds. And the clock is ticking. Yeah, he's here.
Another great show. Pity about the negativity of the prize winner. But best to move on and forget him. Thank you, Ian.
There he is. Lurking in the background, he was.
Yay. Hey. Well done, Ian. Yeah, there we go. 4,000 points.
So 4,000 points on their way to you,
Oh,
Ian,
and the silver gram.
and the silver gram. Don't forget the silver gram.
The silver gram goes to Ian too. Good.
Silver gram. Well done. Butch will send you the silver gram over, or yeah, because you can get his address off.
I have his address already. I send him stuff all the time.
Ah, cool. So
He's one of
yeah,
my favorite friends.
Butch will send that to you, and then you'll have the points after the show along with everybody else, and that works. Great, look at that, 11:59. We actually started on time and we're finishing on time today. Is that good or what?
That is awesome.
And come over and join us on the Patreon. We'll just put that up one more time. Let's put the link up one more time. Well done, Ian. Well done. And say hello to your grandson. You can get him a few COAs now and start him off on another collection.
That should work. I just typed it in.
And Ian, Richard Kirby says that's 3,970 points more than what Crystal Palace have got at the moment. So I imagine, I imagine Crystal Palace ain't doing very well in the football stakes.
And after this, I'll be on Discord. So if anybody wants to talk on Discord, I'll be there, in and out most of the day.
Okay.
I almost always have it up. So
Yeah, I sort of, I'll get in there, in and out. I'm still learning on some of this, but I tend to get quite busy when I come off the stream. However, we are going to start another live stream, start it off once a week just for the Patreon subscribers, and there'll be a nice little giveaway too. And you'll be able to get serious up-to-the-date information on what's going on. So if you are investing, if you are an investor, if you put into the Royal Mint Fund, if you want to invest, if you have invested at any point in the last 4 years, and you want to be a fly on the wall and you want to know the update information that you will be trusted with, that you can't talk to anybody else about, then come and join us on Patreon. Oh yeah, I've got dentist next week. Good luck with the dentist tomorrow, Judith. A bit iffy. What's a bit iffy, Richard? Not too sure.
he's the one that mentioned the 3970 points.
Yeah.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
a bit iffy on the fact that they're knackered and low on the points table, I think.
Oh.
Okay, so get over, join us on Patreon. Let us know you've done so. Send me a text if you join Patreon outside of a live stream, so I know. And then I can tell Butch straight away. And we'll get you added and everything. And great, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. We'll have our favourite commercial plans out.